We're talking about grouping. This time it's the Chopin Etude Opus 10 number 8, again from chapter 3 of the book. And you may look at this passage and say, well, that's one long group. All of the notes move, I don't know if you can see my hand, I'll try to hold the camera properly. The notes move all the way down in the same direction. But obviously, we can't just have one long group. We have to have subsidiary groups because the hand doesn't understand if we don't give it milestones along the way. Groups of 4 work out very nicely. Well, let's look and see what the possibilities are. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have those 4 notes under my hand. Well, okay. Now I have the same group of notes in another octave under my hand. And then so on in another octave, and then in another octave. Well, that you could argue that that's, I'm sorry, the camera goes up here. This, you could argue that that's a group. Well, it is, but in order to facilitate the technique, I want to include the thumb crossing, because if you notice here, this group doesn't necessarily make my hand move to the next position. So I want to think of the grouping this way, starting from the thumb. So I'm going to think of the grouping from the thumb. Once again, and I'll get the camera at the right angle, I hope. So, long passages need to be grouped for technical facility. Sometimes it's helpful to include a thumb crossing in the grouping in order to practice that. So once again, I would practice it this way. I might start here and just practice getting across. Grouping.